Hey everybody, Scott here. Just hanging out by the beach, drinking some Bright Forest. Cool swim spot I found. Nice little drop off right off the rocks here. You can get in and you're just in, 30 to 100 feet of water, which is really nice and clear. And after a swim, the best thing I can have is some pour tea. I'm drinking on a drinking drinking on a I'm drinking a blend that I've been working on for this year's impression, a ripe impression. I don't know if I'm going to do a raw impression. I think I might take a break this year, but I think I'm going to do the chachi. We'll see. This is good. I was also thinking of tweaking the blend a little bit and making it a bawang blend, maybe slightly more premium, but I'm still in the early stages. Yeah, everything's moving forward. Shipping again to the U.S. We don't have DHL direct to the customer set up yet. It's a little more complicated, but YS Express is up and running, and that's been really quite fast. I mean, we've been getting parcels from China to Texas in about 4 days, and then shipping them out to customers, usually the next business day. So that's a pretty good option. I know that I think I advertised 10 to 20 days for that or something, or 12 to 24 days, I forget, but it's closer to about 10 to 12, all said and done. So that's a really good option for everybody. A lot of teas are being pressed right now, a lot of spring teas, Shankor, more ripe teas are being pressed. So, things are progressing despite some of the difficulties of the tariffs and things like that, which really impacted business. I mean, we had obviously people in the U.S. weren't able to order for quite a while, and that was also exactly the time when we were having to purchase all the teas for the year. So it's a little scary, not making sales, but having to, use huge amounts of money to purchase teas. But, I had confidence that we were going to find a way forward, and I think we have, and I think things will continue to improve once we get DHL up and running. But I do encourage people. I did want to mention as well that we have our YS Express to EU, UK, Australia, Canada now service is working better than ever, and we switched providers so that at least in the EU, the final delivery will be by DHL, which is from the feedback that I was getting from a lot of people about UPS in Europe was they were not happy with it. So I'm hoping that DHL will be a better solution. So it's basically shipped air cargo, imported, and then shipped DHL within Europe. So what's the other update? DHL is not shipping to Canada for the time being. Something I don't really understand it. But we do still have the YS, and we just added the YS Express to Canada not much soon before that. DHL said that they weren't going to ship to Canada, so that's good. I do believe the final delivery of those Canada parcels will be Canada Post. But anyways, maybe a little. Kind of a little nervous about sharks here, so I got my shark bands on. Sharks kind of like these, channels with deep drop-offs like this, but I haven't seen one so far. I've been swam here about 10 times, so I'm hoping that they don't get bit. Obviously. But anyways, yeah, this is is a really nice ride. Also, too, Peerless. There's going to be two. Um, Sitting on a jagged rock. My legs on this jagged rock. There are going to be two Peerless pressings this year. We're doing a Peerless Red and a Peerless Gold. One is a little more bitter, and another one is a little bit softer. But they're both really, really nice blends, high-end ripe teas. So that's super exciting. What else? Yeah, plenty of options. As always, you know, I'm always focused on the new teas that come out because I'm working on them. But of course, we always have the older teas too, especially ripes. Always good after a couple of years. But I'm trying to think if there's any other updates. Not much. Just wanted to share with you. And I'll make another video soon. It's nice to get out of the house and be out here in nature with tea. And I tend to be more likely to want to talk. I kind of have not writer's block, but the equivalent of writer's block for doing videos. I think with everything that's going on in the world, and there's so many videos being made and so much just endless content and social media, and it all feels a little bit lacking in authenticity. And so I feel like if I don't have anything to say, then it's just better for me not to make a video. But here I am. People like updates. I like the ocean. All right. Until next time.